Hare Krishna. Today we are going to see a story which has got an inner meaning. This was sent to me by my sister. She's a counselor and she heals a lot of people. See, this story is about Krishna and his friends. As always, Krishna's stories are my favorite. And this story happened just after the Agasura Vadha, that is, the big snake which opened its mouth. It was like a cave, and the boys entered it, the Gopa boys, and the mouth was shut by the snake. And so Krishna, of course, saved the boys. And after this, the boys were a little shaken. So Krishna said that, why not we celebrate that we are all free now? We have escaped from the monstrous snake. Why not we celebrate it? So they sat in a circle as usual. Krishna was in the center, and the other boys had brought, see, the parents of the other boys, especially the mothers, they knew that the boys would give one morsel to Krishna, and they always send something which is liked by Krishna also, and of course the other Gopa boys. So they collected leaves and other things, and then they opened their lunch. And Krishna was sitting in the center laughing and then exchanging jokes with his friends, and he had the flute tucked in his hip, and with his right hand he was getting food from others, and he was opening what Yashoda Amma had sent, that also he was sharing with others. And he had that stick which he uses to tend the calf, so he has placed that by the side. And then what happened? The boys, the Gopa boys, found that the calves had moved away. So they were going deeper into the forest. So they were a little restless, and Krishna said that, don't worry, you just stay here. I will go and bring them back. But the time he moved towards the calves, what happened? They all disappeared. And when he came back to the friends, they were also not there. So Krishna was perplexed. He thought, what is this mystery? Then when he is Bhagavan, right? So he understood that it is all the doing of Brahma. Brahma wanted to maybe play a trick or something, or test, or to see Krishna, although he was a very young boy of 6 years old. He wanted to see the leelas of Krishna. And Krishna didn't want to go ask Brahma or whatever. He is a creator. So what he did, he expanded himself. So he made every boy, Gopa boy, and with his self. So he expanded himself into the calves and the Gopa boys, and they all returned home happily. And the mothers could hear the bugle and then the flute noise and then the merriment of the children. So they understood that the boys had a good day. And so they welcomed them, and they felt unusually that the children, they are more lovable. Although, they cuddle them, they exchange nice things. But today, especially, they felt that something spiritual also, something overwhelming also was shared between them. And the calves which returned to the shed, the mother cows, they gave so much of milk, so much of so much of love to the calves. And so this continued for 1 year. I mean, this is 1 day for Brahma, and it's a year in our earth. And Brahma realized that he has lost his game or whatever. And then Balarama could understand this. And so finally, Brahma gave back all the calves and the cows. And 1 year, the children did not know what had happened. They were talking as though the previous day that the snake, Agasura, was killed. Actually, after Agasura Vadha, the big snake which had opened its mouth like a cave, the boys wandered into it, and then uh, Krishna had to put an end to the snake. So they were talking as though that happened the previous day. So they had no memory of that 1 year. And my sister wanted to share that. See, if the being in us, we know that God is there inside us. If we understand that the same God is there with the other beings also, won't we feel more, what do you say, that hatred and other things will not be there? Won't you have that kind of affection towards that person? Won't the world be full of love and affection? So we should understand that God is there. God has expanded himself into this whole world, into every being, for us to cherish, for us to live happily, for us to share good things. I hope you like this story. We will meet again with another story. Please subscribe to my channel, Jayanthi's 5 Minute Stories.